Recording live from the Northeast Georgia Business RadioX studio. This is Northeast Georgia Business Radio presented by Regions Bank. Embrace the FN life. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Welcome back, folks, to another exciting edition of Northeast Georgia Business Radio. I'm your host, Tom Sheldon, and we're coming to you live from the beautiful Empower College and Career Center of Jackson County. This is a first. I've never had this industry represented at the Northeast studio, so it's going to be great. And there's going to be a kind of a special twist to it, I guess you could say. I have with me today Audrey Sprinkle and Leslie Pope of T&A Stump Grinding. Ladies, welcome to the Northeast studio.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How are you?
Doing good.
Awesome. Fabulous day.
Beautiful day. Every day's a beautiful day in Jackson County. Okay, the elephant in the room, stump grinding. This is, shall we say, a male-dominated industry?
Extremely. I do believe I'm the only female within an hour or two.
At least. Well, I was going to say, hey, it's 2024, but I do believe you're ladies.
Yes, we are.
Yes.
Okay, well.
We identify as women.
Okay, well, I don't. No assumptions. Never. Stump grinding. How?
Well, I originally started this business for my ex-husband, and I was the marketer on it. I did all the scheduling, all the advertisement. And then after our divorce, unfortunately, he came to me and asked me if I wanted to buy the business. I told him I would buy the equipment, but not the business. That's how that started. I originally kept the colors of the yellow and the red so people would still associate.
Some brand recognition.
Yeah, some brand recognition.
Sure.
Most people that called me asked to speak to the man.
Really?
Oh, yes. And I would be like, I am the man.
You darn right you are.
Yes. It's just being a comedy of different comments that I get from different customers.
It's got to help you get business, though. I imagine there's an even trade-off. I don't want a woman doing this, but some would be like, yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool.
Well, actually, Leslie is the one that helped me rebrand
Really?
to the pink and black.
Leslie's being awfully quiet over there.
She actually came to do a job at my house, stump grinding.
See, you were impressed with the lady out there with the stump grinder.
Very much so. So it wasn't like I batted an eye and was like, oh, a woman is doing this job. It was more of like, that's my people, because
I hear you.
There's not something that is a boundary for her. It's like, hey, if you can do it, I can do it. That was the initial way we met, was that she was at my house grinding stump.
And the first time I used my chainsaw
Was at my
Leslie's.
house.
Yes.
Really?
Successfully. I still have all limbs.
No bodily harm?
No bodily harm.
That's impressive.
Yep. And so we got to talking, and I said, hey, so I do marketing and social media marketing. And she said, tell me more about that. We got to talking about colors. I just said, what about pink? And I think that really helped, because when people were calling you before, it was an issue, right? They were,
Yes, it was. They wanted to talk to the man.
The man.
And so when we switched the colors to the pink, and also went over and we did a photo shoot, had the girls with the equipment. And so that was a big opportunity to put out there, hey, when you're calling this number, you're going to get a woman. When we show up at your house, you're going to get a woman. And it was good because it delayed that expectation, I guess you could say, of it being a man.
All your employees are ladies.
Are female.
The girls, or you call them.
Yes.
Country girls.
Affectionately, of course, country girls.
Yep, we're the country girls. We do all the stump grinding.
You run the machinery,
Yes, I do.
the actual physical stump grinding.
I had a 10-minute lesson.
10 minutes.
And that was
Baptism
it.
by fire.
Yep.
Go do it.
My first job was a neighbor, and I shook every day for the first 2 weeks when I would do a job.
Really?
Because here's a remote, here's a manual. See you later.
Right.
And that's how I started.
And
That's the
then
way to
she
do it.
just owned it.
Well, I
Yeah.
believe that.
Just having to learn how to use it. When something would break, I would get the manual out, which doesn't really tell you step by step.
No.
I had a 911 group of men that would help me walk me through it. I would actually come home afterwards to Tracy, and I'd be like, yes, it broke down today, and I fixed it.
All by myself.
Yes.
You're physically repairing it as best you can
Yes.
to try to keep the job going.
Yes, sir.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
I enjoy it. There are some repairs that I have to take back up to the manufacturer in South Carolina, but I do try to
Well,
get
sure.
everything done myself.
A lot of maintenance on those things. It's a unit you pull behind a vehicle, correct?
No.
No.
It is remote control on tracks.
Oh, really? It's tracked.
Yeah, it's tracked, and it will.
You put it up on a trailer, flatbed?
Yes, I have
all
a
the above?
16. Yep, car hauler. If you have a 4-foot gate, the tracks will actually shrink in.
Of course
to
they
fit
will.
through it.
Yeah.
And they go back out. I can sit in the shade by the shade tree
Of course.
and run the equipment.
If you can find one.
Yes, yes. I have
Umbrella.
I have sat in my car and ran it when it was raining before.
Really?
Yes.
That's dedication.
That was great.
That is cool. That is. Do you ever get bored and just ride it around? I've never seen it. Is that even? I'm
Like a remote control car?
I'm giving her ideas now. I see the wheels turning. I should never have said that.
Yeah, I think we might do that on a TikTok video, Leslie.
Ooh, yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
I get 10% of whatever that brings in.
Okay.
I'll probably have to pay you. How big is this thing, though?
I have a smaller one that's a 35 horsepower. All right. It's probably about 3,000 pounds. It's a Briggs & Stratton.
That's considered small.
That's considered small.
Really?
Yes. And then I have another stump grinder. It is still a Carlton, but it has a Briggs & Stratton, and it's the carburetor's fuel injected.
Nice.
And so that one probably weighs maybe 5,000 pounds.
Yeah.
And that's the faster one.
Oh, I can imagine. Bigger motor. Sounds like a bigger unit. Mm-hmm. That's probably the one you have to take into the shop more. Not in a bad way. But you start talking about fuel injection, it's not necessarily something you fix in the backyard.
No, I changed the throttle cable on my smaller one, but there is no way I could change the throttle cable on a fuel injected.
You'd probably have to
because they
find
don't-
it first.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Everything's hidden.
It's not in the manual.
You got to have the equipment to fix the equipment.
That's a different manual for all of that.
Yes.
So I guess you're enjoying it.
I am. I
You
remember.
can brag that we're here to brag on you.
Well, when I first started, I didn't know what a grease gun was.
Right.
I didn't know how to change a grease gun. I now know how to change grease fittings. Mm-hmm. And then I cried a lot with tie downs. I've got that mastered. I had never drove a trailer before. So you stick.
So you can back up a trailer?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
A
yeah.
big
Listen-
trailer.
Listen to her. Oh yeah.
Yes, I can.
That's something you got to do almost every day though to get
Yes.
good, to really get good at it.
Yes, you do.
I haven't backed a trailer in 20 years. It would be comical to see me do it. At one time I could. In a much younger form of me, I could do it. My eyes closed. It's been a while.
It definitely takes practice.
She could teach you.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt. That's what empty church parking lots are for.
There you
Yes, I agree.
They don't tend to run you off as quick.
Right.
Don't ask me how I know that. What are you doing Monday afternoon? Nothing. You're big on social media. I had actually seen you on social media before I actually met you.
That's awesome.
Okay.
And
That's
I realized
what we go for.
Yeah, there was a celebrity in the room.
Well, it's funny that you say that
It's true.
because there is probably 10 different occasions lately that people have come up to me and they're like, "Oh my God, you're the country girl."
Yeah.
I had a
love it.
guy, I did a job for Kevin Campbell, tree service, and this old man came out and going, "Are you the country girls? You're here."
That's awesome.
You need the 8x10 glossies. You can sign it for them.
I think
Why
I
not?
might do that.
Shit, I know a little bit about marketing too. You know?
Oh, that's a good idea.
I mean, why not?
yeah. But yeah, social media is, you're in someone's face every single day.
And it's important to be in their face every day because everyone's
yes.
on their phones, everyone's on their social media. So that constant posting or schedule posting, because when you're really busy, sometimes you need to schedule post. So I've taught her how to do some of that as well. Being on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, all of that, Instagram, LinkedIn.
Okay. I'm
Yeah.
big on LinkedIn.
Yeah. Yeah. And everyone has their different things that they gravitate towards.
Well, it
right?
fits the narrative.
Yeah, yep. And it depends on the generation too. So
True.
a lot of my generation's more Facebook oriented, where younger than me is more Instagram. So
Right.
you can't miss out on one of those, because I talk about younger generation, but they're buying houses that are cutting trees. They're cutting trees in their yard and need stump
absolutely.
grinding. So it's important to target all of those.
Sounds like Leslie's doing her job really well.
Excellent.
We better be quiet or she's going to want a raise.
I know, right? Well, I had a gentleman call me about 2 weeks ago, and he goes, "My name is Doyle." He goes, "I'm going to be calling you back, but I want to let you know the impact of your marketing." He goes, "I asked my wife about stump grinding, and she goes, call the T&A girls."
Wow.
Call the country girls.
And he just wanted to call and let me know that it's
right.
working.
I think he just wanted to call the teenage girls.
Probably so.
That's okay,
He
too.
doesn't even have a wife. All right, before we get in trouble, I'm going to take a quick break, and we're going to talk about a community partner real quick. One of our great community partners is Infinity Wealth Management. Infinity Wealth Management is here to serve. Today's economic environment presents many challenges, but along with these challenges comes opportunities and potential rewards for those who can identify long-term trends. Whether you're facing retirement or looking to better understand certain investment ideas, Infinity Wealth Management can help you address your most pressing financial questions. Visit InfinityWMG.com for more information. That's InfinityWMG.com for more. While you're at it, Visit our new website, negabrx.com, to see all our great community partners. Ladies, are you still there?
We are.
Yes.
Good, you didn't run off on me. Hey, we're just having a good time. We're just hanging out. What were we talking about? Grinding stumps, remote controls from the cars. Let's see, tracked stump grinders, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, you have to.
Backing up trailers, which
Yeah.
is very cool.
And you definitely have to learn that skill,
Oh, yeah.
or you'll have a line of cars waiting behind you, because that's happened to me.
We won't go into that.
Yeah, that was the earlier days.
Right.
That was someone that looked like you. That was, yeah.
Back when she started, so long ago, June 24th of 23.
So it's been less than a year. I didn't
Right.
realize that.
Yes.
What were you doing before that?
A full-time produce manager with Publix.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, you were still at Publix when you came and did my job.
So you had that's a big time job.
Very stressful.
Why in the world did you start another company? Because it was stressful, I guess.
Well, when the opportunity presented itself, I had so much fun starting this business that I wanted that fun.
I'm with you on
Mm-hmm.
that.
So I took the chance, bought it. I would take a pair of jeans and cowboy boots and do estimates after work. On my days off, I would be working. I would have the girls working on my day off, or on the days that I was at Publix.
Right.
So the machine was always still going even if you weren't running it.
Yes.
Smart.
Yes. But it came a day that I had to make a choice.
I imagine.
And that was a very scary. You've got that stability. Publix is a very high-paying job when you get into management.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But I was looking for something different in my life.
You must have been.
Yes.
And
so
boy, you picked it.
October 5th is when I retired from Publix.
Congratulations.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, you reach a point you have to follow passion, not fear.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, but those bills keep coming in, though.
That's right.
Those bills don't stop.
No, but I still have a smile on my face.
You do have a smile on your face.
And if she wants a raise, then she goes and does more jobs.
Well,
so.
so you got to hustle harder.
I talk to every single person I see in a store, especially auto parts store, feed stores. I'll honk at you and tell you that you're in my way so I can just give you a business card.
Yep, and that's key is word of mouth and passing out those cards.
And networking has
Yep.
been just
So
a
you do
huge-
some networking.
Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
I do. So tree companies and landscapers are the two biggest companies that will hire me.
Those are your best referrals.
Yes.
Referral partners, I guess.
Referral partners, yes, because I give them business, they give me business, and we just keep going.
And it's important too because they see that you're reliable. You're going to do what you say you're going to do. You're going to show up when you said you're going to show up. That's hard to find. Like in anything.
anything.
Yes.
Well, I should be leaving the house at 7 a.m. tomorrow and probably coming in at about 8:30 tomorrow night.
Yuck. That's like work.
Well, it's not too much work.
I mean, it is remote control.
Right. She gets to play with her remote control.
As long as nothing breaks down.
Yeah,
And if it does, you're going to come like whoop me for saying that.
yeah, it better
I
not.
jinxed you.
It better not break down.
I'm
I
sorry.
got one later on today.
Not tomorrow. Not tomorrow.
That I would say one of the bigger hiccups is when there's rain, like the
Yes.
weather. That's a bigger challenge because then you have to reschedule.
Oh, and I've had to do a lot of it this week.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's springtime in Georgia.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I got to know, is the track vehicle easy on lawns?
No, if
You
they're
got to be
wet,
super careful.
yeah, you don't want to go on them wet. If they're dry, what I do is I try to see where the first stump is, and I'll come in at an angle so I don't mess up your grass. And then if I have to flip my machine around, I'm on top of that mulch that's already there, and I'm headed to the next stump.
Right,
And when I get on
right.
the job, I look and see where all the stumps are located.
So you map it out.
Yes, you have to.
Well, you don't have to.
Well, you don't, but unless you want to pay to have their sod replaced.
Well, I had a water line replaced one time, and the guy running the little ditch witch thing on tracks, he destroyed my yard,
Wow.
and he was about to get sued,
Yes.
and he redid my front yard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that can happen.
I got
Yeah.
sort of got a free water line out of the deal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it was horrible.
So you have to be careful. So rain
Actually,
days.
think about it.
Yeah.
Sorry, off the soapbox. Sorry.
No, rain days are my days off. I usually go outside. I've got a little farm down the road, and I'll just kind of look to see what my ground looks like.
Yeah.
And if I'm out in a pasture, I do a lot of pasture work out in the country and stuff. I can choose to go do those jobs.
And that story you shared is important too because that's why we reschedule. That's why,
Oh, yeah.
Because we don't want your yard to end up that way because there are things that are, to going from one stump to the other, there is you have to leave a track. So you don't want it to be even worse because of the ground.
And I'll take a leaf blower and blow the grass back up. Most of the time, you'll never even notice I was there.
Yeah.
Especially after.
Just one pass.
Yeah.
Yep.
The biggest thing, don't turn. Go straight.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And if you do turn on the last stump that you did.
So you left Publix to be a stump grinder.
Yes.
I can't even begin to say the word unique. That doesn't even apply. Unique. That is beyond unique.
Everybody I know thought I was crazy, except for Leslie, yes. My family and close friends were like, why are you giving this up? I gave it up for freedom.
Oh, I believe that.
People that don't have that entrepreneur mindset, it's hard. Like they're like, but you won't have insurance, or you won't have a consistent income, or there could be a lapse, or what if. But if you stay stuck in that, then you're going to be stuck in that.
I have health insurance, and I save my money for in the winter. There's about 6 weeks that there is no business, and I take 6 weeks off.
Is there a slow time?
Yes.
End of the year?
End of the year, yes.
But there's budgeting for that. You have to
Yes,
budget.
Oh,
there
of
is.
course. It's part of being a business owner.
That's right.
That's why I'm
Yeah.
working from daylight to
Right.
dark.
12, 13 hours tomorrow.
Yes.
Where are you going, roughly?
I am actually going to be close to my house. I'm going to be over in Jefferson, and then I am doing a stump grinding job for one of my tree guys in Bogart.
Oh, okay.
So,
Athens.
yes.
So your slow times end of the year.
So she gets a long vacation.
Yes, my intentions are to leave the girls in charge while I am away. The day after Thanksgiving, I am taking my horse and donkey down to Florida, and we're going to go cruise the beach until the day before Christmas.
Nice.
Wow. That's cool.
Yeah.
Because you have a small horse farm, do you not?
I have a horse and a donkey,
That counts.
and I raise those small, fluffy Highlander cows, but mine are crosses.
Highlander cows. I don't know if I've ever heard of that before.
They're house cows. They're small and fluffy.
House cows.
They're the size of a Great Pyrenees.
You take them in the house?
Not these two. These two
But
aren't
you're
as tame.
You normally would, though.
Yes.
This is totally new to me. This is
Yeah.
way off topic, but
Yes, a
now
house
I'm
cow.
intrigued. And
It's-
then I have to ask questions.
As soon as Hefe has her baby, she'll nurse for about 3 months, and then I will take the baby away and teach him how to be a house cow.
You're going to have a house cow.
I am going to train the house cow, and I'm going to sell the house cow.
Why not?
Yes.
Are
Something
you
I just-
interested in a house cow?
Absolutely not. I have a giant orange cat, and that's plenty. He probably eats more than the cow, to be honest with you. He's part piglet. He really is.
That's cute.
That's no, yeah. At 2 a.m, it's not cute, but anyway, he's something.
That's funny.
You're stump grinding. You have a house cow, or you soon will.
Yes. And
I mean, it just doesn't end with you now, does it?
No, it doesn't. I actually came home the other day. I went on a job to do an estimate, and I saw these baby German Shepherds running towards me. So Tracy, which is the T,
Okay.
had a bad day. And so what did I do? I traded for the stump job. So now I have a house full of dogs as well.
Now you have German Shepherd puppies.
And I have a blue heeler.
Oh, wow.
And those two,
They're making friends, sort of.
very slowly.
Very slowly. How long have you had the healer?
I've had her last year. I got her last year.
Okay.
Yeah. And she goes out and she rounds up the little cows into one corner and thinks she's done her job for the day.
Well, she has. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Is she going to round up the cows in the house too?
That should be interesting.
Yeah, that'll be very interesting.
You'll have to TikTok that as well.
Yes, sir.
Now, before we get out of here, you mentioned good referral partners for you. Tree companies, correct?
Oh, yes.
You're working with a bunch of them, I take it.
I am finally.
The portfolio is growing.
Yes, it is.
That's awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That showing up and doing your job thing goes remarkably
Oh, yes.
far. Oh,
Yes.
my, does it ever.
And landscapers are another good source.
Really?
Yes, yes.
They're tired of hitting stumps with their mowers?
yes. And
I'm not joking.
it's the
Right.
truth. It's the truth.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And they're the ones that, are going out there and taking care of the yard. And the homeowner will say, hey, I need this stump ground.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've got a good network of landscapers now. And so that they're keeping me really busy.
Well, and I'll say if you've never had a tree removed before, it might just be instant that you would think someone that took down the tree would grind the stump, and it doesn't go that way.
No.
They're separate businesses.
Separate set of skills, too.
Right. And equipment.
And equipment, right?
Yeah.
Investment. So we're going to have stump grinders running all over the state of Georgia. You didn't talk about how big the footprint is that you service, your service area.
I try to stay within an hour of exit 140 off 85. That's
Dry
where I'm
Pond
at.
Road.
Dry Pond Road.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
where I am. And I'll go in an hour radius.
So Carnesville to, say, North Gwinnett,
Yes.
pretty much?
Yep.
Into Hall County?
Yeah, I do a
Other
lot
side
of
maybe to Oconee?
I started going up to Hartwell,
Yeah.
Watkinsville, Bogart. I've done a job close to Lake Oconee, but I do prefer to be more out in the country than south.
Well, you're a country girl.
Yeah. But I'll go to the city if I have to, folks.
If you have to.
If the job is big enough.
Yes.
She adds another 0 to the price.
Right.
No worries. I don't blame you. I don't hazard pay. Hazard pay. Were you born and raised in the city?
No.
You are truly a country girl.
I'm from Texas.
Oh, wow.
A little bitty town called Pampa.
Sure. Welcome to a little bitty town called Jefferson and Commerce, and they're not going to be little for very long, much
no.
longer.
They're growing.
Oh, it's grown a lot. Yeah.
But now, Leslie, you are a product of Jackson County, are you not?
I am. So I lived my entire life in Jefferson. I went to school here.
Did you really?
Uh-huh.
City of Jefferson Schools or Jackson
Nope,
County?
I went to Jackson County, this building. Yep.
You went here for high school.
I did. Yep.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Yeah, I haven't been on this campus. You said Panther Drive, and I was like, hey, that's
I know where that's
my
at.
old stomping ground.
No wonder y'all didn't get lost. Okay.
Yeah, I told her where it was.
I've learned to say the cut through behind Dairy Queen. Oh, I know where that is. So that's where we got
The way
to at this
everyone
point.
avoids the red light.
Pretty much. Now, ladies, before we get out of here, how do the folks get a hold of you? We got a website, we got phone numbers, emails. What do we got?
So she's on Facebook,
Okay.
TNA Stump Grinding. That's a great way to find her because you're going to see us posting there. There's also a website. It's tastumpgrinding.net. So no and in there, just the tastumpgrinding.net.
TA Stump Grinding.
Yep. And an easier way is just by calling her. So 706-870-4375.
Awesome. Leslie, thanks for being the moral support today.
Absolutely.
I don't think she really needed it. You did a great job. You did a great job.
I had fun.
That's what's important.
Leslie's my right-hand lady.
I enjoy being supportive. Supporting small businesses is my thing. So
Nice.
I really love that I'm able to be here and be that voice for her.
I hear you. Audrey, thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having us.
You're awesome.
You are too.
They're going to play now. I just show up when I need to. They're going to play my music. I'm vamping at this point. Oh, and it's loud. Ladies, thank you again for coming in. Folks, TNAstumpgrinding.net. TAstumpgrinding.net. Leave the and out when you type it in. I'm Tom Sheldon. We'll talk to you soon.
Savings goals keeping you up at night? Let a Regions banker help you build a Regions Greenprint plan, a free financial roadmap personalized for what matters to you. Start building your financial confidence. Visit Regions.com to find a branch near you. Regions Bank, member FDIC.